So now that Trump has been elected the president, what is he going to do about Daca? What does this mean to be a dreamer under a Trump presidency 2.0? Well, we can only base it based on the first time he was president, right? So let's refer to 2017 when he tried to take the entire program away. He vigorously tried to take away all of Daca. He not only did that, but he also took away for ability for dreamers to leave the country and come back on something called advanced parole. Why did he do that? No idea. But why on earth would anybody think that he's going to actively support a pathway to citizenship for dreamers when he doesn't even want them to be allowed to work and live without protection here in the United States? Now, this can be confusing, and I think dreamers are getting a little bit of a whiplash because a few weeks ago, he was recorded on a massive televised interview talking about how he does support dreamers and he does empathize for them. So what does that mean? I think he wants them to be able to get a pathway. Maybe he feels bad for them. It obviously wasn't their fault. They were brought here while undocumented. He even admitted that they've contributed to this economy. They pay taxes. Some of them have served. What does this mean when he actively tried to take away their ability to live and work freely without fear, but he also wants to protect them? Has he changed his mind? Trump is married to an immigrant. I don't think Trump is against immigration. He's very supportive of legal immigration. I mean, Daca quite literally is legal immigration. So I believe that his camp is maybe a little bit against both legal and illegal immigration. But I do believe that he does what he's told, but he's also a marketing genius. He really wants to get reelected, and that's his goal. He's a narcissist. He wants people to support him. His fan base is very, very important to him, maybe a little bit more so than his actual morals and his empathy for DACA recipients. Now, not all of it is under Trump's control, because remember, the program is tied up in litigation. Remember, basically there was a massive lawsuit sued by the state of Texas trying to take away the program, making the argument that it was no longer legal. Because the way that Obama created it was not technically legal, but who cares? Only because it didn't allow for public commentary. That's it. So Texas acted on it. They made a lawsuit trying to get rid of the program entirely. Biden administration effectively and timely appealed it in 2021. It went to the appellate court in the Fifth Circuit here in Texas. We heard oral arguments in October. We don't know the decision of that just yet. Now, what's going to happen if they make a decision that is not favorable towards dreamers? Well, it was up to Biden to appeal it all the way up to the Supreme Court, but he's not going to be here by the time that they make that decision. So it'll be up to Trump as to whether he wants to appeal that decision. If they make a decision getting rid of the program entirely, will he let it die? I don't know. He was recorded only a few weeks ago advocating his empathy and support towards dreamers and also promoting a possible pathway to citizenship for them. I think if he went back on that, he would lose a lot of his Latino support. What is my opinion on the future of DACA? I honestly don't know. I highly doubt that the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals would actively take away the entire program. I mean, to rip away the lives and work authorization from so many dreamers located in the United States would be absolutely inhumane. Plus, the argument against it is moot and no longer relevant. Why? Well, during the course of the appeal by the Biden administration, he went in and changed the legality of the program, so it's no longer illegal and now allows for public commentary. So the argument against it is not even relevant. I don't even know why they didn't throw it away in the first place. So I don't think that the appellate court would actively take away the entire program. They might send it back, who knows. I believe best case scenario is that we keep the program as is, we allow renewals and no more new applications, but time will only tell. Should you leave on advanced parole? My recommendation is if you are eligible for emergency advanced parole, you definitely want to get that filed now before Trump gets into office and starts barking out his executive orders, because last time he took away the program entirely in 2017. Dreamers were not allowed to leave and come back in advanced parole. Do I think he will automatically take it away? I have no idea. But it's not necessarily Trump that I'm most afraid of when it comes to advanced parole. It's actually Border Patrol and every executive and immigration officer that works under his reign who supports him, because I am already seeing so many issues with people leaving and coming back on visas with green cards at the border. They are discretionary. They can play God. Remember that. So up until a point where you are actually a naturalized citizen, you are not entirely protected and guaranteed reentry and advanced parole, especially under Trump. What do you all think is going to happen with DACA, Dreamers, advanced parole over the next 4 years? Let me know in the comments.